Hi, I'm Brad Meyer, restaurant critic for Houston Community Newspapers.
I'm Mark Hayter. I'm a bouncer at Applebee's.
You don't look like much of a bouncer. Must be those senior citizen bouncers. That must be it, absolutely.
Hey, Brad, before you get started, let me tell the people out there, hey, the reason my pupils are dilated is I just got back from the doctor.
Smoking dope. He's been...
No,
oh, no.
And my distance is worse than it was before. Something's happening to me, Brad.
You're falling apart at the seams, and that's no lie. But this week, or last week rather, we went to Mama Juanita's.
Mama Juanita's.
Up in Willis.
It is. It used to be so many other places that were bad.
There's a lot of places in Montgomery County that sort of transition through burgers, chicken, barbecue, Chinese.
This is the one that's across from the Outlet Mall, across League Line Road, I guess it is. And it was Lone Star Grill or Lone Star Cafe for a while. It was really bad. I like Lone Star Cafe, but not that one. Yeah. There was some other things too.
But now it's Mexican. And it has a very pleasant Mexican motif on the inside. They spent a few dollars on decorations, and I think it shows.
And the food is good. That's what
it's not
I
bad.
think they may make it this time at that location.
Well, it's actually pretty good. I had, as usual, the fajitas. Portion size was a little bit on the small side. I think they could have done a little bit more on that.
It was, but as much as I could eat. But Brad, let me say this. I wasn't going to get fajitas.
No.
There I am, and the waiter comes up, Chewy comes up, and the menu. We had the lunch menu, which was multi-pages. They have a separate supper menu. Chewy comes up and he says, "Are you ready?" And Brad said, "Yeah, I want such and such." I wasn't ready, Brad. I was looking at burritos.
Multiple choices confuse Mark on a regular basis. Absolutely. But the food there was actually pretty good. I will give it that. And when those fajitas came out, boy, you heard them long before you saw them.
Yeah,
absolutely.
They might want to know what I had.
No, probably not.
I had the fajitas and shrimp. And it came with 2 big shrimp, some, what do they call it, clarified butter?
Yeah.
And I want y'all to know this before Brad goes on again. I gave him one of the shrimp. I had 2. Did y'all catch that? 2 shrimp. They were big. But I gave Brad one just so he could...
And we appreciate it. Absolutely.
And the fajitas, you're right, they didn't have many onions in there, no bell pepper.
Or meat.
Meat. But it was delicious. What I had,
it was good,
and it was more than enough for me because I wasn't.
Well, I wouldn't say that it was more than enough for me. I have a habit of being able to finish gargantuan-sized things, and you know, if they do make it, if they are a financial success, I know one reason why they.
Brad,
do it.
I don't know if you need to do it.
Well, you know, the bill comes and there's 2 of us, and I look at the bill and it says $59, and I said, wait a minute, you know, I know I ate a lot. Yeah, I eat a lot, but I didn't eat that much. So I sent it back. Chewy comes back, no problem. He takes care of it. Now the bill's $29. That's about right.
I like
considering all that we did. Well, I looked at my statement online later that afternoon, and not only is my tip, my $29 bill plus tip, it was about $34. That's still on my statement, but so is that $59 charge, and they've added a $5 or $6 tip to it. That's been a week now. I checked again today. Both charges are still on my credit card. Well, I'm beginning to wonder why they're double charging me, actually triple charging.
They're going to make good on that, Brad.
Well, we'll see. We'll see. So I'm going to withhold my judgment until I see how they handle my credit card statement.
All I can figure out is maybe the dessert was more than Chewy thought it was. It was delicious. It was a huge piece of...
$30 dessert?
A $30 piece of cheesecake, chocolate mocha stuff.
It was good.
Oh, but let me mention this about how great Chewy is, other than not knowing his math very well. He brings out the dessert tray with all of those desserts, and I always wondered if you could eat the desserts.
No.
And Brad said, "I want that one there, the big cheesecake thing." And Chewy said, "Okay," just grabbed it with his hand and chucked it on the table.
Kind of foam rubberish.
Yeah,
it really wouldn't have been very
just being silly.
And listen, one other thing, for the restaurants that qualify, the restaurants that we like, we now have certificates that validate, you know, this is a restaurant that we recommend. Now, some of them are close calls. Sticky Ribs, you may recall, kind of a close call, but it made the cut.
Yeah, Brad, why do I look so bad in this one? I look like I'm a mean.
You look just like you look. Look in the mirror sometime, you'll see why.
I'm the one whining.
5 by 7 should be, if you don't see it on the restaurant you're going to, you want to ask him, how come you don't have a certificate from Brad and Mark, you know?
The wine and dine couple.
There you go.
Hey, we're not a couple, Brad. Just get that straight.
Not that there's anything wrong with that. I'm Brad Meyer, restaurant critic for Houston Community Newspapers.
Mark Hayter, I'm columnist for the Courier and the Villager. By the way, I liked Mama Juanita's, except for the overcharging.
Shut up, Mark.
Yeah,
Bon appetit.
You know, I can't believe, really, that